A sitting of Kenya's National Assembly turned into a fist fight Wednesday as legislators debated a controversial bill on the regulation of political parties. Some lawmakers sustained injuries from the chaos. The Speaker suspended the session briefly after the violent scenes, which saw at least 2 rival members of Parliament exchange blows, according to images broadcast on local media. The fighting broke out after hours of heated debate over the bill, which contains amendments to laws governing political parties and the registration of coalition groupings for elections. The legislation would allow a coalition of parties to field a candidate in the poll, a departure from the current law that requires a candidate to belong to a party or be independent to vie for a seat. Hundreds attended an interfaith service held to honor Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu in Cape Town on Wednesday. The event at Cape Town City Hall was attended by members of Tutu's family, along with representatives of different faiths. Dozens of tributes to Tutu have been held this week, following his death Sunday at the age of 90. He's due to lie in state Thursday and Friday at St. George's Cathedral, his former parish in Cape Town. A Nobel Peace Laureate, Tutu was known worldwide for anti-apartheid activism and as a champion of human rights. His funeral is said to be held on Saturday. The ceremony has been limited to 100 attendees due to coronavirus restrictions. On the outskirts of Rio de Janeiro, the Santa Cruz district is reputed for its high-quality cassava root, or APM as it's known locally. It is also known as manioc or yuca. Cassava is native to South America and cultivated in tropical regions for its starchy tuberous root. Fresh roots can be found at markets in all regions of Brazil.
Which goes by many names. So manioc, cassava and yuca are the most commonly known names outside of Brazil. In Brazil we call it aipim or mandioca or macaxeira. And it's central to Brazilian cuisine.
Under the instructions of chef and owner Ana Castillo, manioc root is made into one of the most popular side dishes, fried aipim or aipim frito. Manioc or cassava is the main ingredient with a different name. Aipim is a softer kind of manioc. Manioc has millions of uses, besides being very nutritious. The Brazilian people eat it abundantly from north to south, from east to west, and this is the most classical way to eat it, as is done in drinking bars and in family houses, which is fried manioc. It is peeled, cooked and fried, and it's delicious. If the root is not being fried or boiled, it is being turned into tapioca, a snack that's been growing in popularity around Brazil. Starchy tapioca flour is placed on a frying pan without oil, where it melts and solidifies into a pancake. Tapioca cheese puffs equal affection. To go to someone's house, prepare coffee with that smell, and cheese tapioca bread baking in the oven says a lot about our culture, our way of relating to others. It's a very, very Brazilian recipe, and it uses no wheat. Cassava is native to the Brazilian Amazon. Here, the root is enjoyed any way, any day, and any time.
In Cameroon, 47 opposition activists of Maurice Kamto's party, MRC, have been sentenced to prison. The activists will serve between 1 and 7 years in jail for rebellion. The activists were arrested in September 2020 for planning peaceful marches against President Paul Biya, who has been in power for almost 4 decades. In the economic capital Douala, more than 500 demonstrators were arrested by the police last year. According to the opposition party, 124 are still behind bars. The spokesman and treasurer of the party received the longest sentences for rebellion and attempted insurrection. The opposition leader, Maurice Kamto, was imprisoned for 9 months in 2019 after having run against Paul Biya in the presidential elections in 2018. As more and more countries register record numbers of infections, the World Health Organization warns that both Omicron and Delta variants are twin threats. The warning takes place as much of Europe, the US, Australia and many other countries grapple with increasing caseloads of COVID-19 cases.
Right now, Delta and Omicron are twin threats that are driving up cases to record numbers, which again is leading to spikes in hospitalizations and deaths. While there were 1.8 million recorded deaths in 2020, there were 3.5 million in 2021, and we know the actual number is much higher.
In Europe, France has the highest new infection rate, with 208,000 new cases reported on Wednesday. The World Health Organization has also warned that the Omicron variant still posed a very high risk.
Ending the acute phase.